Hello YouTube, and welcome to a D.B.T. Gamer Special. It is now time to talk about Nintendo's E3 press conference. Let's begin. The first thing that Nintendo talked about was Legend of Zelda's 25th anniversary. And they talked about a lot of stuff in this segment. They started off with a massive montage of Zelda clips, and also all the sound effects were orchestrated with a full orchestra. You had every instrument you could ever think of.
Notice how he also bitched about Microsoft hyping up his franchises.
Yeah, but I really didn't expect them to do a Halo 4, 5 and 6.
I don't think the Halo fans expected them to do another 3 games.
I really thought they were done with it, because Bungie said they were done with it. So I thought the series was dead, you know. Anyway.
And here's Nintendo just milking the shit out of Zelda for like the 17th time in a row. 25 years.
Let's go back to Zelda and talk about this stuff. After they did the montage with the instruments and the clips, the first thing they talked about was Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening coming to the 3DS eShop. Yay! Because I've been waiting for that thing to come out for quite a while. I've played it quite recently and it is quite a nice nostalgia trip. Definitely well worth downloading.
But if you've already got it, there's no point.
Yeah, but the reason why I downloaded it was I wanted to have all my Game Boy games on me at one time. So I didn't have to take them all with me, because the 3DS has no Game Boy slot.
So why are people still buying these things? The 3D gimmick again. What's next?
So I'm quite happy that Link's Awakening DX is out on the eShop.
Is it in 3D?
No, it's the original Game Boy Color version.
Carry on.
The next thing they announced was Legend of Zelda 4 Swords out in September. Basically, when Legend of Zelda Link to the Past was re-released on Game Boy Advance a few years back, there was a little mini-game called Legend of Zelda 4 Swords. Excuse me. You can only play 4 swords if you had 2 or more people. And I never got to play this. Me and my sister did actually try and play this once. We both got a 4 swords cartridge, we bought a link cable, and we got our Game Boys, charged the battery up and everything. We were all ready to play. And we couldn't get it to work because Dana's cartridge, we figured out it was American.
Region locked.
So we could put the games in the Game Boys and play the games, but because of the region feature, we couldn't link the games up. So we never got a chance to play 4 Swords. So hopefully, when this game comes out, me and Dave can play 4 Swords. And also, it's going to be free. So you need to download it, and you have to pay a damn thing for it.
It's going to be on the 3DS?
Yes.
Is it in 3D?
I don't know. Nintendo hasn't said if it's going to be in 3D yet.
What's the point of putting things on a 3D console, hyping the shit out of 3D, then releasing a bunch of games that aren't fucking 3D?
This is going to be released on the Virtual Console. The Virtual Console games, some of them will be 3D, but some of them will be kept to their original to their original counterparts.
Okay, fair enough. I understand. What's next?
The next thing they talked about was Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword is finally finished, pretty much. It will definitely be out at Christmas. Thank God, because last year they said it was going to be out by springtime.
And this year they said it's going to be out by Christmas, and next year they'll say it'll be out by about, March. And then next year, the year after that, it'll be, I don't know, never.
Adam, they finished. They released it at Christmas time.
Haven't they already cancelled this one Zelda game that was basically finished? Was it Ura Zelda, one that was pretty much done?
I'll get on to that in a moment.
That's a rant. We'll leave that for the other videos. Leave it for Let's Play.
I'll get on to that in a moment. To celebrate Skyward Sword's release, we're going to release a special edition gold Wii remote, which is going to be Triforce Gold, of course. It's got the Wii Motion Plus always inside it, so you don't have to buy the little attachment thing. So all you magpies out there who want to get your shiny fix, please fly in a triangle formation and head towards Japan.
Because you're not going to get it in Europe.
This shiny golden Wii remote will be around in Europe, but if you magpies want it now, you better start flying to Japan, because they'll probably sell out quick.
Or alternatively, you could just get a spray can with gold spray paint and spray paint a Wii remote gold, because that's basically all they're doing.
Good point. So, I have looked at a few trailers on Skyward Sword. It looks like a pretty decent game. In some ways, it reminds me of Wind Waker, because in what trailers it showed Link flying around on these birds, and you have to jump off the bird at certain points and jump down to islands to get to certain parts of the game. Kind of like in Wind Waker, where you get on your boat, sail to the island, and do what you need to do. And also, Princess Zelda, she's the princess, but she seems to be, at the beginning parts of the game, more of a companion or a friend for Link. You know, they're like friends, but
they finally got together after 25 bloody years.
They're like friends, but Link's saving her because it's her friend, and not so much just because she's a princess and he wants to do her.
Fuck's sake.
It kind of reminds me of in Wind Waker when Link's sister got stolen and he went off to rescue her.
Yeah, the bitch is gone. I'm an only child again. Thank fuck for that. What you want me to say, but
go rescue your sister.
Why?
Oh, Grandma, come on!
Why?
So, Skyward Sword, it definitely looks good. Another thing they talked about was, throughout the game, you might have to backtrack through dungeons in order to progress further. So, let's say if you get the bombs in one dungeon, you may have to go back to a previous dungeon to unlock something secret.
Oh, they've done that in loads of games.
Although
one of the things I actually like about the Metroid and the later Castlevania games.
Yeah. That's basically all said about Skyward Sword, in a nutshell. The next thing they talked about was 2 CDs. The first CD will come with Ocarina of Time 3D for the 3DS. If you manage to register your Nintendo Stars quick enough, you can get your hands on the CD. I actually managed to get my hands on the CD. Mine's in the post already, so that was awesome.
Good for him.
It's got all the songs from the game. It's
from Skyward Sword?
No, from Ocarina of Time.
Alright.
The next CD, I'll come on to that later, but there's a bit more I want to talk about. There's something else I want to talk about first. To commemorate Zelda's 25th anniversary, Nintendo is going to do an orchestrated concert all around the world. So it'll probably come to all the major cities around the world. If I can get tickets to this, I might actually go. So, but if the concert's in London, I'll also do some sightseeing as well as going to the Zelda concert.
Well, if it's going to come to any city in England, it's going to be London.
Yeah. I can't see it coming to Wakefield.
No.
I don't even know where they'd do it.
Well, we've got this fantastic, great big orchestra celebrating this 25th year anniversary of Zelda. Where are we going to take it? Let's take it to the Rhubarb Triangle. I don't think that's going to work.
Well, Triforce, Triangles, Rhubarb Triangle, Triforce.
But what the fuck's a Triforce going to do with Rhubarb? We're going on a tangent again. Stop, carry on. What's next?
Now on to the second CD. The second CD will be a compilation disc of all the music played at these concerts. I've heard a few rumours this CD will also be released with the Skyward Sword Special Edition along with the shiny Wii remote.
So yeah, you don't need to go to Japan flying in V formation or whatever the hell it is.
So
just wait. Or, like I said, spray paint. B&Q, there's loads of the stuff.
Most of this Zelda stuff was pretty awesome. They also talked a little bit about Ocarina of Time for the 3DS. And they showed off one new trailer. And the trailer, I have to say, it did look good. They also revealed that Master Quest will be in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the rearranged dungeons, which is nice. They also revealed like a boss battle mode, so you can refight bosses. Okay, whatever. They also revealed like a mirror mode. This is also part of Master Quest mode, I think. Like, let's say if you go into the castle town and the Happy Mask shop is on your right, it will now be on your left. let's say the tempo time is on your right, it will now be on your left. So they've sort of mirrorified the entire game for Master Quest.
So, why?
I don't know. Personally, Master Quest, all I'm interested in is the new puzzles in the dungeons. Because in Master Quest, there's completely new puzzles in the dungeons. The mirrored stuff doesn't really pique my attention that much.
The mirror stuff sounds like an extra I once found on a Red Dwarf DVD. There's an episode of Red Dwarf where they go through some sort of weird space thing and end up back on Earth where time is running backwards. Okay, it's a very neat concept and fantastic for the episode.
Mm-hmm.
But the DVD, the extra, you get to watch that episode backwards.
I'm gonna have to see that, Anna. You have to be.
I'll lend it to you. Seriously, it starts off with.
I have the episode, but my DVDs don't have that extra.
Yours is just the shows.
Yours has got all the special stuff.
Yeah, I've got things like the commentary, special interviews and shit. But it starts off with, this is what the people of the reverse Earth would see if they saw Red Dwarf, and it quite literally starts off with the credits. All the cast sort of get out of the spaceship, sort of scatter around. One of them buggers off. The other sort of sit around for a while, buggers off, and it all ends with the opening credits. Weird. All the cast are talking in reverse, and the people who are supposed to be talking in reverse now talk the right way around, and it's bloody hell. It's just a useless extra. It's hysterical, just for the laugh. Anyway, carry on.
Now back to the Ocarina of Time thing. I have done a little bit of research on Ocarina of Time, and to my dismay, when I heard about Ocarina of Time being re-released for the 3DS, I wanted them to do 3 things. I got 2 of my wishes granted. Wish number 1 was to revamp the game so that it would be better. You know, like put a touchscreen so you can select items easier.
Enhance graphics and shit like that.
Improve the graphics, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing that I wanted them to do was, for the love of God, in any shape or form, try and fix the water tempo a little bit. The third thing I wanted them to do was to add in like extras like Master Quest, which we got, which was good. But one of the things that I don't understand why we didn't get was Ura Zelda.
It wasn't actually finished, was it?
Yeah, well, potentially Ura Zelda, it had some new dungeons in that were cut from the original game, new side quests, and just that sort of stuff.
No, something to do with the unicorn fountain. I know myths about it, but not much.
So I just thought it'd be a nice idea to put all these new things in. I mean, the 3DS had a 2 GB cartridge as a starting point. The N64 had a 300 MB cartridge at a standing point. You've got plenty of space.
Oh yeah. And since Ura Zelda was basically supposed to be Nintendo's answer to downloadable content,
yeah,
it wouldn't take up that much space.
Exactly. I still want Master Quest in, but I would mind the Ura Zelda stuff as well, because there's just a lot of things in Ocarina of Time that are like myths, and you see things that look like they shouldn't be there.
You see things that look like they belong to something, or...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've never actually played it. Not all the way through, anyway. But,
Anyway, YouTube, that's all the Zelda stuff I could find. In the next part, I will talk about the 3DS.
Yeah, it's got 5 pages on Nintendo, by the way.
4.
Well, 4.5.
Anyway, see you in the next part where we shall talk about the 3DS. Until then, bye.
15 minutes on bloody Zelda, for fuck's sake. You complain about Microsoft milking the shit out of their franchises. Bloody hell.